Hello nerds, in this video I'm going to go over every single new feature in the brand new Obby Creator update. Let's begin. Okay, first off we got free part limit. This is definitely the biggest change in the update. If you go into edit mode and you look up where the part count used to be, you'll see this brand new UI for it and everything. You'll see a plus to the right of it where you can buy parts for Robux, and to the left of it you will see this milestones icon, and when you click on it you get this whole new menu. So how this works, on the left side you will see the like milestones. Each milestone you hit you get another 25 parts, and it goes up all the way up to 15,000 likes. And then over on the right you have the playtime milestones starting at 5 minutes and going all the way up to 2,000 hours, which touch grass if you made it that far. I mean, it's kind of concerning I'm at 180 hours, but we don't talk about that. Now on to probably the largest thing in this new update. It's the prompt. The prompt is an effect you can put on any part, and it'll work on most interactable parts. Like if you look here at this teleport pad, we click E, and it'll teleport us there. And if you're on mobile, you can just click it and it'll also work. This can work on moving parts, it can work on button. It's very customizable. You can change the object test, the interact test, the color, basically everything about it you can change. The key, how long it takes, and it'll work with most everything. And yeah, that's the prompt. The jump limit is basically a double jump feature. Sadly, it's only for people with advanced toolstep. If I try to press spacebar or jump midair, nothing will happen. But if I hit this advanced part with the jump limit set to 2, I can jump once midair, but not more than that. We can actually set this jump limit all the way up to 10. If we try going over 10, nothing will happen. But if it's at 10, you can, as you can imagine, jump 10 times. This is 1 time off the ground and 9 times midair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then you can't jump anymore. Now it's on to the brand new gears that we got. These are basically all different kind of food gears. Each of these different gears, each of these different gears make their own sounds, like the pizza one.
Pizza! 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 Pizza!
It's very fun to mess with, and other people can hear this audio, so you could potentially just go up to somebody and just Each of these different gears have the exact same settings. You have a multi-use option with it on. You can eat it different times. The next option is the healing option, which controls how much health it gives you when you eat it. Then the player activated and push block activated. Nothing new there. Anyway, that's the new gears. On to the next feature. And now our next feature also has to do with these food gear things. Every food gear, or basically any gear that can give you healing, can also give you negative healing, aka take away health you have. So if I take a bite of the sandwich, I'll lose some health. You can control how much health you lose from negative 1,000 at most. Also heal you all the way up to 1,000. Yeah, that's it for the new gears and their features. Okay, the next feature is probably one of my favorites just because of how good the new materials are. I mean, just look at these, they look so good. Starting with the first one, the cardboard material. Out of all of these, this is probably like my least favorite just because it's so the texture is so tiny you can barely even see it, but it is there and it does look pretty good. On to the next material. This is probably the best one here, only because we've been stuck with fabric for anything fabric really, and it's just so dark. And this new carpet material, it's a kind of fabric alternative that looks really good, and it isn't really dark like fabric is. The next material is the ceramic tiles, which also looks so good. I've seen people saying this would be great for pool rooms, which, definitely is. On to the next texture, we have the clay roof tiles. There's not a lot to say about these. They look good, but I feel like their uses are a lot more limited than the others. But this one still looks pretty good. Not as much to say about it. The next one, we have leather. This one's again kind of the ones I wouldn't see myself using a ton, but I can definitely see where it could be used at times. Yeah, not my favorite one, but it's still pretty cool. On to the next one. We have plaster, which is up there with carpet because of how great this texture is. If you look at any walls in your house, this looks just like them. And it is also a great alternative for concrete, so something new. We have another roof kind of texture here. These are roof shingles, which I could definitely see myself using a lot more than the clay roof tiles. And finally, for the last texture, rubber. Now, if I'm being honest, the texture looks fine, but we all know what everybody's really happy rubber's here for. Okay, the next feature is kind of a weird one. It's this new stretch size mode. If we go into settings, it's in the building category, we will see group size mode, and it's automatically set to scale, but if we click it once, it will go to stretch. I'm going to explain the difference. If we try sizing it, it will size them all just like that, like we've been used to. But if we turn on this new stretch mode, yeah, anyway, on to the next feature. Okay, this next feature is a sad one. There is no more VIP. But to anybody who had VIP, you will now get like some like rewards kind of for supporting the game. The first one is when you say something in chat, it will have a purple heart by it to show that you supported the game. The next thing is that you will get a permanent plus 100 part limit and a plus 100 Obby height. There's one more thing. All plugins, I already bought all of them, but any that Mario makes in the future will be free to anybody who supported the game by getting VIP. Anyway, on to the next feature. Okay, the next feature is a donation notification. You can see this little notification down there saying they donated 15 Robux to me, and it'll also say it in chat. On to the next feature. Okay, this one's also kind of a tiny one, but it's an in-game UGC shop. So if I teleport out of my Obby, I'm right here where you can buy their UGC. Okay, the next feature is probably the smallest one on this list, but it is the green border is now hidden in snapshot mode. When you're in edit mode, if you go to any of the corners of your Obby, you will see this green border just showing you how far you can build, stuff like that. If you go into snapshot mode, it will now not be there. Anyway, on to the next feature. Okay, the next feature is once again a very small one, but the plugin menu got a revamp. You can see all 4 plugins on the same screen without having to scroll or anything like that. That's it for this feature. On to the next one. Alright, the next feature is that the shop UI has changed, and not by a lot, just quite literally one button. This used to be the VIP where you could subscribe to VIP. It now says advanced tools. Anyway, on to the next feature. The advanced tools cost increased. The advanced tools Game Pass now costs 500 Robux. It was previously 399 Robux. On to the next feature. Okay, the next feature is another one that has to do with Obby Creator Passes, and it is the Double Cash Pass. That rhymes. If we go ahead and also go to the store, we can see the Double Cash now costs 500 Robux when it was previously 599. Next feature. It decreased the more Playmates cost. Yes, the Game Pass cost 1,250 Robux, and I'm still pretty sure it's made as a joke. Is cost less now. It's 1,250. Okay, and we have made it to the very last feature, which is the price of changing an Obby icon has decreased. Previously, it costed 20 Robux, but if we try to change it now, it is only 9 Robux or 3 gems. You would play the game for like 2 days or spend 9 cents. At this point, it's just practically free. Anyway, on to that. Wait a minute. Ah, there isn't any more features. We did them all. It decreased the more. Oh, that doesn't say the right thing. No,